Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Columbus River Dragons Hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me. Here we are in the Central Time Zone here tonight, but we're still starting at a fairly standard Eastern Time, 7:35 here this evening, because it's a 6:35 start on this weeknight here in Monroe, Louisiana, where the Moccasins welcome the River Dragons in for the first time here in several months. But down the stretch they come, just 5 games left for the Columbus River Dragons, and Columbus has secured a postseason berth in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. They come in at 25-15, 4-4-1. That's good for 89 points, third place in the Continental Division. Now, Columbus mathematically cannot catch second place Carolina Thunderbirds, first place Athens Rock Lobsters. Athens 118 points after an impressive 4-3 win over the Binghamton Black Bears last night. And tonight, those two teams going head-to-head once again, and then Carolina at 113 points. Below Columbus, however, things are not yet sorted, and this is where it gets interesting. Monroe comes in at 18-21, 7-1-3, 69 points. They have not yet been mathematically eliminated. That's because this year in the Continental, there's a 4-versus-5 play-in game. Right now, the Blue Ridge Bobcats have 80 points, and the Baton Rouge Zydeco have 77 points. So, in a league where it's 3 points for a regulation win, Monroe, which has played 50 of 56, can still pick up a maximum of 18 possible points. Now, to do that, they have to sweep the River Dragons tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night in regulation. That's 9 of those 18 remaining points for them. That's a tough ask. But if they were able to do it, adding 18 points onto that 69 points, and that's going to take them up to 87. So they could catch and pass Blue Ridge and Baton Rouge, depending on how those teams finish. And this year, again, just to remind you, it is going to come down to win percentage, because the River Dragons, with 5 games left, are only going to finish with 54 games played this year. So keep an eye on that stat a little bit more than points. Points aren't going to matter as much, but I do want to caution you and let you know that you may see a little funky things with point totals. But the River Dragons, really, unless they go 0-5 and pick up no points doing it, are cemented into that third spot. So that looks like where Columbus is indeed going to be come the start of the playoffs. So that, by the way, is going to start the week of April 12th, which is our final home game. The Fan Appreciation Night game on Saturday, April 12th, final regular season home game, and then the River Dragons will kick things off the following week. Now, we will keep you appraised once we know an opponent. We will know a date and a time, and we will put the entire schedule of the playoff series, depending if it is Athens or Carolina. We will make that known to you. And as I mentioned, I personally don't see a world in which Columbus can fall to fourth. Mathematically, it's possible. I just don't see it happening. So, but then again, that's why we have to play all the games, right? I know. I don't think I'm jinxing anything here. I'm just giving you the math. So everybody stop cringing. There's no announcer's jinx. I don't believe in that stuff. That's just where we stand coming into tonight's action. And there is only one other game tonight. It is Binghamton and Athens. And we will keep you updated on that one as well. But in the meantime, why don't we go ahead and grab a break here? When we come back, we're going to hear from River Dragons head coach Jerome Bishard. And then on the other side of that, we're going to prepare to drop the puck here in Monroe. Moccasins hosting the River Dragons for the first of 3 in a row. And it's Western night here tonight, or as they call it here in Monroe, Thursday. We're back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome back. Before tonight's game, first of 3 in a row against the Monroe Moccasins, we're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome Bishard. And as always, this interview brought to you by F&M Cigars. Boom, 3-3 on the road here in Monroe, coming towards the close of the regular season. Just want to ask you, heading into the series, what are you looking for from your club?
Well, I mean, some continuity. Figure last weekend, I mean, I know we didn't get the results that we wanted until Sunday. But I do think that we learned a little bit as far as how we played. You got a team that stacks the line, and I don't know how many times you can say, dump the puck in, dump the puck in, dump the puck in. You start dumping it, you can back them off the blue line kind of thing. So it took, almost how many periods?
5.5, pretty much, 6.
So, so anyways, we want to stay where we're at right now. I want to get guys games in. I want to do all that stuff, but I also do want to win. And these guys are fighting they're in a dogfight to, catch that 5th place team or whatever. So I know they're going to come out. So we got to go put our best foot forward.
It's been a little while since we've seen them.
Yeah, it's been a month or so. I mean, I think, Yanni was there, Jesso was there. It was Legends Weekend. It was March 14th. So
Right. How different does that make them with those guys?
You know what? Obviously, they can put the puck in the net. I mean, they both like the puck. They may fight for the puck on the same team, so that's a positive. But you know what? I mean, again, most times when we play, we don't have to worry about anybody but ourselves, and figure out what type of game we're playing. Can we skate the puck in? Can we get rushes? Or do we need to dump and chase and go to work and all that stuff? And I like to go to work mentality, combined with a little bit of smarts and carry the puck in when the time is there type thing. So worked on a few things the last couple of days, just concentrating on driving the net, whether got that center drive guy, but even so, if we're entering the zone wide, drive the net, and then get down deep as opposed to looking for pulling up early. Let's go drive down to the corner, and if we're going to turn it over, let's turn it over down there, type thing. So, so we had a good week of practice, and we're ready to roll.
That week of practice, a lot of rookies trying to get guys into spots and get them used to stuff. How's it going?
Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm struggling with. Trying to get some continuity with lines, and going today, like, we got our kind of three lines. Well, those are going to change coming in tonight, type thing, and so it is kind of tough. And try not to make too many changes to affect the power play and all that stuff. So, but we'll see.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up with keys of the game then.
Keys of the game, obviously, get the bus legs out. We just got here. We're going out for morning skate. simple hockey right off the bat. Let's not lose the game in the first 10 minutes. Let's make sure that we're in it and do all the simple things. And I think they're going to be fairly physical, so we need to match their physical play. And coming down the stretch, we got to play playoff hockey. So that's no turnovers, get the puck in deep, and outwork people and win the battles on the wall.
All right, boom. Thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Should I park in the back?
We help people sneak Pepsi into places that don't serve it.
What if they catch us?
We have a sports car. Hey, man, this doesn't make burger taste better.
Yo, what the
I thought Wendy was a ginger.
To enhance the flavor.
Where is everybody?
Sunday.
Do not make eye contact.
Nobody here wants your Pepsi.
It's really good.
Oh, that is good.
Say it into the napkin dispenser.
Here's some Pepsi for some extra flavor. So get the f*** out. Come on.
Back here on Columbus River Dragons Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you as we are getting ready to go here in just a little bit with the Monroe Moccasins and the Columbus River Dragons. And they started warm-ups late, so we're going to end up dropping the puck late here. And was kind of trying to do the math on the timing a little bit earlier there, but either way, going at our normal time. Knew that we'd be putting it off just a little bit. So we have some time to stretch out, talk about a few things going on in and around the FPHL. First thing I want to do is take a look at the standings here and just kind of refresh where we're at. So right now, barring, again, Monroe has to go on an incredible run. The only real playoff position up for grabs in the Continental is where will Blue Ridge and Baton Rouge finish. Now, neither one of these teams has been playing great down the stretch, but Blue Ridge did earn a split with Carolina, and it continues to amaze me how the Bobcats play up to a team like Athens or a team like Carolina. They really do raise the level of their game quite a bit, which is why it'd be very interesting to see if they went through in a play-in game. But they're 4-5-1 in the last 10. The Zydeco were sliding, though, and they have now fallen behind Blue Ridge into 5th. And they are 2-7-1 in the last 10, lost 4 in a row. And it just has not been a good stretch here for Baton Rouge. So they're going to try to right the ship as well and see if they can try to get things going for themselves. Only Mississippi has been eliminated from playoff contention, although they did end up with a 5-game win streak that got them from 5 wins to 10 wins. But since then, they've lost 4. And the Seawolves coming back down to earth a little bit. The Scott Brand effect was there, but wasn't everlasting. But even by the time Scott Brand got there, they were out of the playoffs. And so it was nice to see him get a little bit of a bump, though, with collecting that 5-win streak. In the Empire Division, Binghamton has clinched not only the division but the league, 134 points. And no one's going to catch Binghamton at 41-6-1-3-2. That's right, 6 regulation losses for Binghamton. That's insane. Then behind them, 4 of the 5 have been clinched. Danbury in second, Port Huron in third. They're only separated by 3 points, so that's not settled yet. And that's important because home ice up for grabs between those two teams. And then Watertown is in at 79 points, but the Motor City Rockers have been challenged by the Venom, HC Venom, who actually helped themselves by winning 2 in Columbus last week out of 3. They're within 10 points. Now, that's a big gap to make up, and it's not likely, but mathematically it is not impossible. As taking a look at it for the Venom, they have 7 games left, so they have 21 possible points on the table there. So they could get to 60, and Motor City's at 49, and Motor City has 5 games left, so they could get to 59. It is not only possible for the Venom to catch them and pass them, but the Venom actually control their own destiny in that scenario. Isn't that crazy? But when it's 3 points for regulation win, that's how it works. So, but again, tall order, we'll see if it gets done. And, well, you never know. That's why we got to play all these games to try to figure it out. Speaking of games, the next time we're home is going to be April 11th and 12th. And I want you all to know that that is the next night for our final Family 4-Pack night, brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland and Kissin' 99.3. The Family 4-Pack is a smoking deal. Get you 4 tickets to the game already for your $40, 4 tickets to the game, which is a pretty darn good deal. But then on top of it, we're going to feed you with 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorn, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 Chick-fil-A coupons. So we really feed you twice. That's over $120 in value for just $40. Take advantage of this great deal, brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland, Kissin' 99.3, Buffalo Rock Pepsi, Brewster's Ice Cream, and the Columbus Civic Center. Again, our only one remaining is April 12th against Athens. You see that QR code on your screen? Go ahead and scan it. It's going to take you directly to the website where you can purchase your Family 4-Pack. If you want to do it on your laptop or your desktop computer, you're going to go to ourdragonsmerch.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom to the featured products, and you'll be able to click on it there. If you happen to be on ourdragons.com, click the ticketing tab, and you will see it in the ticketing tab. You can click it there as well. They both go to the same place. You can buy the Family 4-Pack for the game against Athens right now, but you can only buy it online. So make sure you do that. We did sell out of them for the last game, the March 29th game against the Venom. So this April 12th game against Athens, I expect we're going to sell out of them again. So make sure that you get in there early on that one. All right, just wanted to let everybody know about that as they are starting the pregame show here on the ice and on the scoreboard. So that is getting a little bit closer to the puck drop here. The River Dragons are already out on the ice and are already in their position. And we are just now going to finally get our introduction here for the Monroe Moccasins. So we'll be wearing the maroon jerseys here tonight. We have not yet seen these. And they got the gold chrome buckets going. You could have had the gold chrome buckets against the silver chrome buckets if the River Dragons have worn theirs, which they have worn with the Teals on occasion this year. But that won't be happening tonight. Let's take a look at the starting goaltenders for tonight's game. As the River Dragons, kind of a late switch here. Originally it was going to be Matt Petizian, but now it's been flip-flopped to Trevor Babin to get the start. 6-14-0-1 with an .896 save percentage and a 4.19 goals against average. A shutout to his credit. Babin came over in that trade from the Motor City Rockers a couple of weeks ago. He's going to be opposed by Sean Kuhn, 13-14-0-5 with a .903 save percentage, 2.95 goals against him, 4 shutouts. Kuhn's numbers, the save percentage and the goals against are pretty good, but the record hasn't been there. And to me, that just indicates he really hasn't had the run support this year for whatever reason. So it'll be interesting to see if the Moccasins are able to score enough goals to keep up with the River Dragons here, and just looking at their numbers, that's kind of been the bugaboo. They've got a -3 goal differential, 169 goals for on the season, compared to 175 for the River Dragons, but the difference is in the goals against, 172 for Monroe and 146 for Columbus. All right, time for the anthem. So let's go ahead and send it on down to ice level. Wonderful rendition of the anthem here tonight as we get ready to go, starting things off here. And the River Dragons rolling right to left in the teal uniforms here tonight. And again, first of 3 in a row here against Monroe. Been a little while since we've seen the Moccasins, a rebuilt Moccasins team from the beginning of the year to where they are now. They brought in some bigger names, Dustin Jesso among them. He was here last time we saw them, as Jerome Bishard pointed out in our pregame chat, but in case you missed that, Jesso's their leading scorer, 25 goals, 64 points, also has 185 PIMs to his credit, so kind of checks all the boxes there in the FPHL. Scott Koash has got 41 points after that, Kevin Zabon 35, and Corey Cunningham 36, so there's a bit of a drop-off in scoring. Jesso is the guy, everything funnels through him. Blake Anderson, 37 points. He's got 19 goals. He's the only other guy challenging 20 right now, outside of Cunningham's 22 and the 25 that Jesso has. Everybody else probably not getting to 20 for this Moccasins team. The River Dragons have Ryan Hunter at 25. Justin McDonald at 23 is a draw one back by Jemaeth. And we are underway as Storjohn takes a chop ball, dumping that one on into the zone. And off we go. Played around to the left point, poked down by the Moccasins, able to clear it out. They'll step up on the right wing side. Here's Cunningham in with a little flip in behind the net. Underwood will send it around to the far side. So it's Somro, Jemaeth, and Texmo out there. Doherty will also be on this line at various times in the evening here. As Columbus ahead, here they come. Somro in over the line, feeding it right side. Underwood off his skate, throws it in on goal, rips it high. A rebound right in front, and Texmo shot off side of the net. And Somro is stopped by the right shoulder of Kuhn. Centering attempt ends up left point with Slaheka. Slaheka into the slot, went right through the skates of Texmo, who tried for the tip and missed. And now to be cleared out past Austin Doe. So, boy, less than a minute into this opening period. Columbus pushing in on Monroe. Bacon back after it into his own end. He's going to try to play it away to the near side. And now ahead come the Moccasins on the right wing, and met with a check there. Stefanini had nowhere to go. Nice play there by Slaheka to just close that wall off. Doe moves it the other way. Bacon ends up with it right side. He'll dump it in from center. Plouffe going back after it. He'll backhand it around. Slaheka sends it up the wall. Storjohn to Doe, and that one never got through to Wickline. However, cut off at the blue line nicely by Doe. Wickline turning in space with it. He's kind of up by himself here, wheeling in. He has Storjahan. Got it to him, but they called the play offside. Not offside, brought to you by Old School Barbershop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com, oldschoolbarbershop.com. Reservations are now required, so you know what? Go online and book your next appointment anytime. Plus, you can book 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook page. I recommend booking about 2 weeks out at this point. They're pretty busy, but that's a good thing, right? So get your sides lined up at Old School Barbershop. Puck finally down, and we get the first appearance of Moore, Hunter, and McDonald. Hunter steals the puck. Here's McDonald into the dot. Backdoor feed for Moore, but it went through his skates. Lynn keeps it in, right point behind the net to McDonald. McDonald, far side. Cycling on the wall. McDonald, a shot that hit shin pads. Down for the left point, stretching and unable to keep it in was Thornton. Took a little bit of an elbow there in doing so for many guns. River Dragons toss it back in. Kuhn has to play it away as Hunter almost stole it again. Up the near wall, a bouncer right up through the slot. Some interesting bounces early here as Moore keeps it on side, but ended up losing it, and now Mo will play it ahead on the right wing. Kosh going in after it. By the way, after 2.5 years of calling him Hugo Kosh, turns out it's Kosh. We were just relayed this information before the game. Hunter's going to move it ahead. Left side, here's McDonald in with a wrist shot. Blocked, ends up on the left side. Now it'll be played away through center by the Moccasins. Pushing in left side. Long shot coming in. That one floats high and wide of the net. Bit of a knuckler over top. Now Cunningham in with a shot, and that one off the left shoulder of the goaltender Babin. Kept in left point. Asp with a shot. Save made. Rebound sitting in the crease, and it's taken away by the River Dragons. Underwood playing it away to the far side. Great chance there for Monroe. As it's backhanded into the Monroe bench. Kicks back onto the ice, but the whistle goes. 3:07 into the first period. Scoreless here so far. First period action brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland. Faceoff will come to the right of Babin. The southpaw netminder getting the nod here. Again, if you're just joining us late, originally thought it might have been a Matt Petizian start, but that was switched out prior to the game. Petizian is okay. He's fine. Just wanted to dispel any concerns there. And he will most likely get the net tomorrow night. Tied up in the faceoff dot on the far side. Pushed along here, Somro through center, and now Columbus 3-on-2 if they hurry. Left side, here's Jamaev going in. Wrist shot, and Kuna glove save. Don't mind that at all. Jamaev letting it go from the left wing side. Putting the puck on net and forces an offensive zone draw here as well. Quick huddle here. Slahetka and Plouffe out now with Doherty, Jamaev, and Somro. One over towards Doherty. He'll shovel to the left point. Slahetka had to let it go quickly. Forced it to the far corner. Put to the right point. Plouffe walking down the right side wall with a wrister. Blocker save. Rebound over to the near side. Slahetka down for the left point. Trying to keep it in. It's cleared away. Wheeling back at center is Wilson. Wilson on the right wing, but put it right to Slahetka. Slahetka had it slapped away from behind by Prevost. Now ahead to Jamaev. He runs into a heavy shoulder there. Prevost knocked him down. Crowd loves that one. River Dragons start to change anyway. Doherty has spilled in behind the play right in front of the ref. Oh, the whistle was for offside. Wondered if we were getting a call there. Doherty has something to say to Prevost about it. And now he's got a host of maroon jerseys who want to talk to him. Many Guns comes over to push Doherty. Face-off will be just outside the Monroe line as it was a 3-line offside pass. Doe wins it back, and Storjahan will put it in. Wickline digging around to the far side, and Kuhn flips it around. A bouncer towards the point, kept in by Lynn for the moment, and now it'll bounce away. Moccasins at center, but it's turned over there. Thornton will drive it right back in around the wall. Schumacher trying the far side again. Puck bouncing a lot, and that one just rolls away from Lind. Almost looks like they forgot to freeze them before the game. Although it has been very humid here today, it's been extremely warm inside of this building. So I'm sure that hasn't helped the ice conditions. Storjahan over to his right side. All over Cunningham. Wickline. Oh, puck right in front. It's cleared away to the line, not out. And that one, again, a bouncer that Lynn couldn't find much of. Now back the other way. Moccasins in. Kosh sending it into the slot. Here's a chance. Cunningham in, and Babin the save. Babin very calm out on his angle on that one. As the puck sent right back into the right side by the Moccasins. Gesso putting it into the slot area. Pushed down low there. And centering attempt taken away by Columbus. Lynn to the left side. Storjahan's going to fire it deep, and everybody to the bench for Columbus. River Dragons put the McDonald line out there. Moore at center, battling to keep the puck, and he did. His pass across went off the skates of Wilson. Gustafson ends up with it. He'll feed it back across to his deep partner on the left side. Asp moving it ahead. That hit a body. And now Wilson walks in right side, feeds it across. A chance hit on goal, and backhanding it over top of the net. Gesso. That's a rare miss for him. Columbus trying to dig the puck out of their own end. McDonald leaving it up the near side wall. Ryan Hunter trying to move it ahead. Underwood with him. Underwood will fire it in off the glass. Odd kick to the right side corner. Played away from Hunter onto the near wing. McDonald trying to close the puck down. One thing I can tell you for certain is that there is nothing certain about the way this puck is going to bounce here tonight. I mean, we played 6 minutes into this game, and it just has not been consistent. They wave off icing on a dump in by Columbus here, 6:15 into the first. Still no score as Favaro dumping it in, hit the linesman, so it turned right back the other way, and Columbus has 3-on-2. Texmo feeding it across way too far ahead of Doherty with that pass. Puck turned over on the left side, though. Centering feed on the backhand for Doherty. He could not corral it as it's flipped away from Texmo. Slahetka had it picked away. Now Anderson in, wraps it around, and to his left, the save by Babin. He gets that left pad to the post and shuts down the wraparound. That is a huge stop right there. Dump back into the Columbus end. Plouffe chased. Loops outside. Then moves it ahead. Texmo at his own line. Try to feed it back. Jamath will pick it up. Jamath with a rolling puck to the line. In over the line. Leaving it out up top. Doherty with a shot. That was blocked. Goes into the corner. Texmo trying to work it on the cycle. It ends up with many guns, and he'll just float it down the ice. Now race for it on the right side. Kosh after it. No icing. Kosh behind the net. Puts it into the slot. Tipped away by Connor Lind. Wickline trying to poke that one free. Ends up with it eventually. And again, Storjahan to center. Has to fire it in. Kuhn out to play it behind his own net. Leaves it there. Near side. Here's a chance up the right side. Gustafson. Kosh getting it ahead to center. Now Asp jumps into the rush. Left side. He'll wrap it around as he gets rubbed down on the far wall. Puck ends up with Austin Doe. Reverse it around, and Columbus will reset. Got almost 5 minutes without a whistle here. Storjahan bringing it up on the right side. In over the line, here's a chance. Doe, left side, a shot, and he missed the far post. Thought he had some daylight glove side, just couldn't hit the rectangle. Back the other way. Moccasins, Gesso feeding it. Left side. And an off-angle chance. That's gloved and held by Babin. And we'll finally get to our first time out of the period. 8:15 into the first. Scoreless. We're back on the more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, Be free. Be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
Back here in Monroe, Louisiana. Tom Callahan here with you. 8:15 into the first period. Scoreless so far. Moccasins and River Dragons first of three in a row between these two. River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by Columbus Diagnostic, the official imaging center of the Columbus River Dragons, and by Air Force Heating and Cooling, the official home comfort partner of the River Dragons. Face-off coming up to the right of Trevor Babin. It'll be McDonald, Hunter, and Moore out there, along with Underwood and Bockwell on the points. Bouncing puck in the circle towards the net, kicked away by Babin. McDonald over on it. Cunningham grabs it, however. Plays it over to the near side, but Bockwell wins the battle with Gesso. Clears it towards the point, but not out. Favaro holding it in. On to the right side. Moccasins keeping it in the zone, cycling it around, and now they feed it all the way around behind the net to the left point. Prevost keeping a roller in. Behind the net, Cunningham. Cunningham trying to walk it in front. He was just pinned up by Underwood, and now there's going to be a penalty against... Well, who's it against? Because the whistle blew. It's going to be a high sticking call, and it's going against Monroe. So they got the retaliation there. Interesting. So the River Dragons to the Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons hockey. Cunningham got Underwood up high with the stick. I wondered if initially they were getting Underwood. It was a simple hit and pin for Underwood, and that's why I was a little surprised if that was a call, but it's not. They got the retaliation there. River Dragons, a shot. McDonald blocked by traffic, and that felled one of the players out front. Here's a backdoor feed to Hunter off the heel of his skate. McDonald will keep it in at the left point. That was Schumacher, who's really struggling out there. Backdoor feed, shot, score! Alex Storjahan goes top shelf with a water bottle popper. Power play goal. It's 1-0 Columbus. One for one are the River Dragons on the power play, and it didn't take long. So for Storjahan, that is goal number 15. 9:03, time of the marker. McDonald and Moore should pick up the assist there. Boy, that's big. Columbus will dump it in from center. Here's Babin out to play it. He'll leave it around to the near side. Plouffe towards Doherty, and Doherty out to center with it. Many guns. Turning it right back in. Slahetka on it. Kosh runs into him. Puck around to the right point. Not out. Kept in again by the Moccasins. This time it's Plouffe after it. Plouffe sidesteps a check. Columbus trying to play it out of there to the point and again. It's kept in up top. Many guns with a shot towards the net. Stopped to the side of the goal. Unable to shoot there, and Liarakos walks it around, and the pass in front, they score. Liarakos didn't shoot at the near post. Carried it around to the far side, holding on to it. And when he walked it out in front, Babin, of course, went over to that far post. The pass came back across onto the stick of Hugo Kosh, and he ties the game at 1. .940 time of the goal. And the game tied up at 1 here, and yeah, we got some snakes hitting the ice. For Kosh, that's his 5th. Well, Monroe, that's the thing. They've got some talent out there offensively. They can strike quickly. Columbus was pushing them around for the better part of the first period, but all they needed was that one shift after the River Dragons got it going on the power play. Puck in the Monroe end of things here as they try to play it out on the breakout. On to the right wing side. Here's Favaro into the zone with a rolling puck. Carries into the corner. He runs into Thornton. Storjahan trying to steal it away. It ends up with Wickline. Wickline back towards Storjahan, and they'll break the zone. Doe with him. Cross ice, Wickline. Right side, Doe going to the net. Flipped in front. Doe tip. Save Coombe with a blocker. Stretch the other way. That missed. That'll be icing. And that icing is brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Tied at 1 in the first, 9:31 to go. Back in the more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Face-off coming up to the right of the Moccasins net, tied at 1. Justin McDonald in for the face-off. One over to the near side, cleared to the left point off of Underwood and out, but Anderson tried to take off before he really had the puck, and that allowed Underwood to throw it back in. Moccasins looking to move it to center where that pass picked off. And Underwood, even from his knees, able to keep possession. Great little stretch of play right there from Kirk Underwood. Here comes Ryan Hunter in on the left side, shouldered by Favaro, but continues in after him. McDonald trying to play it towards the left point. Bockwell after it, and he bounces it down low. Puck in the slot area as they battle away. Ends up with Anderson. He's by himself, so we'll get to the stripe and fire it deep. Underwood back. We'll use the goal as protection here. Now Bockwell will mastermind the breakout. And an errant pass. Underwood didn't zig or zag, but it worked out. Puck came back to Columbus. Hunter at center, trying to play that one away, and now it's turned right back. And into the Columbus zone. It'll ramp its way around to the near side. Chopped at, and not onto the zone, though. Right point, Bacon holding it in. Cunningham, backdoor feed, a pass in front, and that one is shoved wide. Babin down. He better scramble back up. Here's Bacon with a shot, save, rebound. They score. Cunningham on the doorstep. Boy, the River Dragons just a little slow to be able to react and clear that puck. And Cunningham makes it 2-1 Moccasins. Corey Cunningham's 23rd goal of the year. So 2-1 now. Monroe in the lead for the first time tonight. And here they come in again with a chance. Glove save. Babin and the rebound shoved wide. That goes in behind the net. But a couple of good chances for Leo Rockos. He's on it again behind the net. Puck ends up in the near corner around to the right point. Not out. Long shot coming in by... Oh, boy. That Gustafson marker was tipped in front. Babin Had it hit him now. Here come the River Dragons in. Somro looking for a little help. Here's Jemaev slot. Wrist shot off the goal post, and it goes up in behind the pads of Texmo, and he holds on. Oh, my goodness. Kuhn got incredibly lucky on that one. Puck hit the post behind him and went right back out underneath him. So it sounds like Zabad might be the only assist on that second goal. They've added an assist to many guns on the first one. Puck sent down the ice. Columbus chasing. Plouffe after it. That's an icing call. 7:22 to go here in the first as an extra second leaks out there. Doe, Wickline, Stordahan up front, Slahetka and Plouffe on the points. Slahetka at the left point with it towards Wickline, curling in the high slot. His shot, Kuhn the save, and he holds on. Face-off will again be to his right. Face-off one back by Stefanini. In behind, it's Wickline challenging, stealing, put it up front. It was knocked around at the side of the net. Stefanini on it again. He'll just chop it out. Plouffe gloved it the other way, but it's put ahead on the right wing side. Anderson in, Slahetka draped on him. And it's cleared away into the slot area where Wickline will control. Wickline's dad, Wayne, is here in attendance tonight, making the drive over from Texas. And I understand the Bersani clan will be here possibly tomorrow night. Left side here, Stordahan. In over the line to Doe. Doe trying to flip into the slot, blocked by Cunningham into the left corner. Wickline after it. Down to the left point, here's Thornton. Thornton trying to keep it alive on the wall. Thornton still with it, trying to stick handle out, and he had his stick chopped out from under him, and then he got a high stick in the face in the same motion. He's still down on all fours. A little slow to get up here. The ref is checking, is it 2 or 4? It's 4. So a double minor for high sticking at Columbus. Already 1 for 1 on the loft power play. Is going to get 2 kicks at the can here. Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft. Proud partner of River Dragons Hockey. 13:43, time of the double minor for high sticking. And that is levied against Prevost. So the River Dragons go to work setting it up. Here's Hunter on the left side. McDonald out there with him. Over to the right side to Kyle Moore. Stordahan out there as well with Kirk Underwood. Hunter up top. McDonald through traffic, a shot. Oh, bounced just wide. Active kick off the end wall is cleared. Ooh, look out into the seats. So we'll get a face-off coming up here to the right of the Moccasins goal. Stordahan in for the face-off, trying to sweep it back. Hunter stepping up after it. Stordahan to the left point. McDonald quickly back down the wall to Hunter. Trouble with a rolling puck here, and it's cleared out by Monroe. River Dragons are going to try one more rush here with this unit as the other one ready to come over the boards. McDonald will enter the zone on the left side. In space, puts it up top. Moore down low. Underwood's got room. Curls in the corner. Trouble hanging on to that puck. And here's McDonald out with it. Slot, fed back up Hunter to Moore. Moore near dot Underwood. Underwood on the half wall looking across. Moore up top. Moore over to the far side to Hunter. Hunter to Moore. Moore through traffic, shot deflected on the right side. McDonald trying to get to it, sent around the rim, and backing it up. Hunter at the left point keeps it in to Storjahan. Storjahan up top. Kyle Moore over to McDonald. McDonald wheeling, and he puts it in front. Tip score! Alex Storjahan's got 2 on the power play. What a great little redirect by Storjahan over the shoulder of Kuhn. A power play goal. Columbus 2 for 2 on the man advantage, and now they will go to another 2-minute advantage as the high sticking call against Prevost continues. So once again, Moore and McDonald will pick up the assist. This time the goal comes at 15:04. And for Storjahan, that's his 16th. So he's already got a pair. How about that? And now Columbus will have a full 2-minute power play once again. Well, it looks good when the power play connects. Had a moment to reset the clock here, but there we go. And now the River Dragons on the left side. Thornton pushing, trying to keep it in. He does right on the line. Thornton into space. Here's Doe. Doe back across Wickline. Jamath. Wickline in the left side corner. Wickline up top. Flips it up high. Thornton sweeps over to the right side. Slahetka looking back up top to Thornton. Thornton down low, shot, and that one hit a shin pad, I think, on the way in. Then it's cleared back out. Slahetka on it. We'll leave it for Thornton. Thornton almost gave it up there. Slahetka with Cunningham all over him. The right side, and now here comes a pass at center, picked off. Turn right back the other way. Monroe in, shorthanded chance. Houston Wilson with a shot, and that was blocked. And now 3-on-2. River Dragons on the rush. Bouncing puck at the line. Oh, hit the linesman. And that kept Wickline from being able to get in there after it. Here's a lead ahead to Thornton. Thornton down the left wing side, battling the whole way. Trying to carry it deep. Stefanini on it. Cleared it, hit Thornton, who gloved it down. Ryan Hunter is back out there. Thornton, quick shot from the point in front and cleared away before Underwood could get there. It's McDonald out. And now left side off of Ryan Hunter. Deep it goes. Chance for a clear. Schumacher will lift it on down the ice. Half minute to go in the River Dragons' third power play. They're 2 for 2. Here's Hunter. Left side, Storjahan across. One time McDonald, and the shot was deflected off the D, and now it's cleared out. But Justin McDonald put a lot into that one. 15 seconds to go. Kyle Moore brings it ahead. Moore fighting through a check on the right side. Finally had it picked away. Anderson will send it the other way down the ice. McDonald and Learakos. Learakos on it, cross ice. Here's a chance. Gustafson in tight. Shut down by Babin, and he's knocked down to the ice behind the net. So the River Dragons don't convert on that power play, but they are 2 for 3 now with a man advantage as Hunter was offside, trying to boot that one down the ice. That gets us to a break. 2:43 to go in the first, tied at 2. This is River Dragons hockey.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah, on any D-A-Y, I need CFA.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
We are back here in Monroe, Louisiana. Moccasins and River Dragons tied at 2. 2:43 to go here in the first. Face-off coming up to the right of Trevor Babin. Learakos And across from Austin Doe eventually. There's a chance in front right off the draw. Columbus able to move it away. Left side, Storjahan. He's already got two here, both on the power play. Wickline, left side, rolling puck, stops, back up the wall. Wickline tried to dump it deep. It was cleared away, and now Leorakos on the right wing. Backhand, that hit Bockwell, came right back to him. Fed around to the far side. Asp at the left point with a shot, missed the net. Around it goes, right side kept in by Gustafsson, but only for a moment as it's cleared out. Dumped right back in, wide of the Columbus net. Your Storjahan on the near side. Into the left side corner. Schumacher played it away from Somro, but Thornton arrives to keep it in. Waits, backdoor feed. That was tipped away as Texmo was crashing. Texmo ends up with the right side. Leave it up top. Doherty tees one up, blocked. Rebound right back to him. Doherty, wrist shot, again blocked. Somro will try, got it through, but that went off the side of the net. Now a chance to clear. Oh, Somro just missed keeping it in. Here's Jessel back on the left side, and in behind the play we had a high hit. One of the Moccasins is down. Keep an eye on that. I think he ran into his own guy. That was Zabad, and there was three players that came together there. Two Moccasins and Somro, who just got a run taken at him by Many Guns. And now Doherty's going to go over with Many Guns. The linesman right there. They're going to separate for now, but Many Guns took a run at Somro thinking it was he that hit. All right, here we go. Many Guns is just going to attack Doherty. Lynn goes over to get a collar of Many Guns, but I think what happened in that... Oh, Babin's into that pile. He's upset. Babin pushes Cunningham. Now Babin better be careful he doesn't get two for leaving the crease here. Many Guns is going to get an early intermission break here. If nothing else, for dropping the mitts, it's two for unsportsmanlike. Maybe a 10. But again, the collision, and I caught it out of the corner of my eye just to kind of finish my thought on that. Zabad was the one who got injured, but it was Somro also tied up with another Moccasins player, and they all came together. And I think what happened was, in that collision, Zabad hit both of them, and Somro was paying more attention to the guy that had him wrapped up, the unnamed Moccasin player, and Zabad just got the worst of it. At least that's how it appeared. But Many Guns just wasn't letting it go, and then he decided to go after Doherty. And, I mean, folks, if you've been watching this team all year, you know that Doherty's smarter than that. And now there is a serious discussion going on with River Dragons teal and Moccasins maroon between the benches. Both linesmen are over there right now. Justin McDonald wanting to know what's going on. Texmo is in the box. Okay, so Texmo somehow picks up two for roughing. $18.57. Literally, Texmo just came over and just grabbed the uniform collar. That was his roughing call. So Many Guns gets 2 and 10. And I know the crowd doesn't like it, but when a player drops his gloves, that's typically what happens if the other guy doesn't drop. So 4-on-4, that's going to be served by Rex Moe. But again, I mean, Texmo's roughing was to just grab the uniform of Bennigun's, who had Doherty down, but I suppose he didn't really have to get in there, but it just gives the refs an excuse to even it up. And give Bennigun's a 10. Schumacher onto the right side, because the River Dragons have already had 3 power plays in this game, and the Moccasins have had none. Here they come back. River Dragons moving in. Here's Lynn leaving it over to Hunter. Back across McDonald. A shot. Kuhn the save. Played over to Hunter. Hunter looking up top. Will bank to the left point. Lot more ice out there with 4-on-4. Hunter cross ice. McDonald cutting in the slot. His shot off the shaft of Jesso's stick. And Jesso trying to turn up ice. Elects to leave it back towards Schumacher. McDonald chases him out the near side. He turns it over. McDonald in tight to the backhand. Off the pad of Kuhn. In front of shot. Tumbles wide. Wickline crashing, trying to get a shot away. Oh, and McDonald had him down. Just couldn't quite elevate the puck enough in tight. Moccasins have to swing it out of there. And that's it for the period. I'll tell you what, loosey-goosey all the way for the Moccasins. They do manage to score twice, but I'll tell you what, there's not much defense from Monroe in this game. And there's a lot of turnovers. They are really trying to just play fast on, quite frankly, a sheet of ice that's not built for that. This is a sheet where you got to be careful. You got to take care of the puck. You got to manage the puck. You got to manage your movement. Somro's having a discussion with Zabad on his way out, and I think he's basically saying, hey, man, I had nothing to do with that. But at the end of the day, again, Monroe's trying to play that, quick break style with speed and get out of the zone and all that fun stuff. And it's going to work to Columbus's advantage. They're going to continue to turn the puck over. I guarantee you the River Dragons are going to score a couple of goals off that in the next 2 periods. If Monroe's going to hand it over like that, especially in the low slot. And the ice is not going to get better as the game wears on. It never does. In any building, even NHL buildings, ice does not get better as the game goes. It gets worse. So I'm content to just let Monroe be Monroe, play the game they're playing right now, and just let time take its effect. So we got 20 minutes in the books here. And the River Dragons will have 40, well, no, they'll have a little bit more than that. They're actually going to have, 57 seconds of 4-on-4 time when we come back out for period number 2 and see if the River Dragons can jump on board. But hey, a pair of power play goals by Alex Storjahan in that first period, and this game is tied up at 2. We're going to tell you how we got there. Scoring summary coming your way, along with a look inside the numbers, plus that out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo Zip. And stay tuned. There's more on the way. 1 period in the books. This is River Dragons hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities, but more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
Back on Columbus River Dragons hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. One period in the books, and this game is tied up at 2 between the Moccasins and the River Dragons. It is the first of 3 in a row tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night here in Monroe, Louisiana, between these two teams. Thanks for joining us here as the River Dragons have already sewn up a postseason berth, and they're trying to, at the same time, play spoiler and keep Monroe from doing the same. And it is entirely possible during the course of this series that the River Dragons, if they take care of business, can eliminate the Moccasins from postseason consideration. Now, as we take a look inside the numbers from this period, the first thing you're going to notice, I'm not going to go into the scoring wrap right away, and I think there's a couple errors in that too, but interestingly, the shots are listed at 11-6 in favor of the Moccasins. There is no way that's right. That's what's on the sheet, but there is no way that's right. I feel like Columbus had probably 15 or 16 shots in that period. But they are listed as 11-6. But if you are following, if you do that, if you're like me and you keep the game sheet open online and you're looking at the numbers and all that stuff, don't let that fool you. That is not accurate whatsoever. Columbus went 2 for 3 on the power play in that period. It started at 9:03. Alex Storjahan, his 15th from Justin McDonald. And they're calling it Kirk Underwood right now, but I've got it down as Kyle Moore. And that goal, 9:03, the first one for Storjahan, and absolute fantastic shot from the far side. Just in under the crossbar, tight wrist shot over the shoulder of Kuhn. Pops a water bottle off the top of the net. That makes it 1-0 Columbus. That was followed, though, 37 seconds later by Hugo Kosh, his 5th of the season from Leorakos and many guns, and all of a sudden it was a tie game. And then Monroe took the lead just a little over 2 minutes later at 11:53. Cunningham's 23rd from Zabad. And it became a 2-1 Monroe lead. But the Moccasins ended up back in the penalty box. A double minor for high sticking as Brody Thornton took one up high. And with Prevost in the box, the River Dragons again converted on the man advantage in the first half of that minor. Storjahan again, this time tipping a Justin McDonald feed over the shoulder of the goaltender Kuhn as McDonald wristed one right into the slot. And again, no second assist listed, but I've got Kyle Moore down for that one as well. 15:04 time of the goal to tie this game back up at 2. Now, I already told you shots say 11-6. I think that's inaccurate in favor of the Moccasins, but I can tell you Monroe had no power plays, and the River Dragons were 2 for 3 with the man advantage in that period. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Zelmo Zipping Out of Town scoreboard. One other big-time game going on in the league tonight. It's Athens and Binghamton. Stay tuned. We'll tell you what's going on there in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? And how about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing, amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want? This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
Back here on Columbus River Dragons hockey. Tom Callahan here with you as the Zamboni finishing up its duties down on the ice. Actually, technically, it's not a Zamboni, it's an Olympia. And that is the competing ice machine manufacturer, ice resurfacing machine, technically. But over the years, Zamboni's it's kind of like Kleenex, you know, where the brand name has come to symbolize the actual thing. I think it's tissues, it's not Kleenex. Kleenex is the brand name. Band-Aids. Band-Aid is a Band-Aid. It's an adhesive bandage. Rollerblades, that's another one. I could probably go on for a while. Tell you what, drop yours in the comments if you think of one. What is the brand name that has become the meaning for the actual product? Why not? Throw that in the YouTube side there. Maybe I'll have Caden pick out a couple of good ones from the chat. 2-2 tie after one. Let's take a look at this Elmo zipping out of town scoreboard. Elmo's has been fueling life's passion since 1999. And only one other game in the FPHL tonight, and about halfway home in the second period, you got the Binghamton Black Bears with a 2-1 lead over the Athens Rock Lobsters at Aikens Ford Arena. And so then tomorrow night we'll get back to a full complement, but we're the only 2 games in the league tonight. NHL has 9 games on tap tonight. A bunch of them in progress as we speak. In the second period, Canadians up 1-0 on the Boston Bruins, who shockingly have fallen to last in the Eastern Conference. That's mind-blowing. Senators up 2-1 on the Lightning, and that one is towards the end of the second period. Avalanche up 2-1 on the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are just trying to scrape back into the wild card race. I don't know if they're going to have enough time. How about the Pittsburgh Penguins out to a 1-0 lead on the St. Louis Blues in the first period of that one? Preds and Stars scoreless in the first. Later puck drops, 9 o'clock Eastern, Kings at Utah Hockey Club. 9:30 Ducks at Flames, 10 o'clock Jets at Knights, Golden Knights, and at 10:30 Oilers are at the Sharks. Men's basketball, there's no games until Saturday, but then you've got number 1 Florida and number 1 Auburn, and number 1 Houston, and number 1 Duke. Interesting to hear the chatter online lately about how folks are starting to feel like you might see a lot more chalk brackets now moving forward with NIL and transfer portal and all that, and the money's always going to find the money. So, I don't know. That's interesting to me. We'll see. But those are your matchups. Florida-Auburn. So, the SEC is going to take itself out. And then Houston and Duke. So, we shall see who is still standing and will meet in the national championship game. That'll be coming up a couple of days after that. So that's it for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. That's it for the first period intermission report. We're tied at 2 after 1 period of play. And we will come back for the second period puck drop on the other side of the break. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up, you can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
And we're back on Columbus River Dragons hockey. Tom Callahan here with you. Tied at 2. And should be 4-on-4 here. They haven't put the other penalty time back up there. Texmo in the box for roughing, as well as Miniguns, who's also serving at 10. There we go. Although, one says 56, one says 53. They'll figure it out. Alex Storjahan's got a pair on the power play here. River Dragons rolling left to right in front of the broadcast location. 4-on-4 here. First of 3 in a row against the Moccasins. McDonald, Hunter, Underwood, Blackwell. The 4 that will start for Columbus. I'm just waiting for the clock to be fixed here. There we go. Prevost or Jesso in across from McDonald, and he snaps that draw all the way back down. Kuhn's got to play it away. Cunningham off his skate. McDonald. Prevost forced around to the right side. Now it's coughed up on the wall to Hunter. Leaves it off up top. Will shovel pass down low. Banks towards the front of the net. Knocked away by Kuhn. Moccasins able to move up the left side. Cunningham ahead to Jesso, but he just lost the handle on it. Just flipped right back out to center. Underwood with a bouncing puck to contend with. Couldn't corral it. Oh, it drifts ahead to McDonald anyway. McDonald left side. In over the line, curling. Leaving it over Ryan Hunter. This building is shockingly quiet to start this period. This is weird. Hunter in the right side corner. Around to the right point, Underwood. Try to put it down low, blocked by Prevost. And now it'll be turned the other way by Monroe. And that'll do it for the 4-on-4 here, as both teams come back to full strength. Jesso in with a shot, save made, rebound up the slot, and Columbus trying to move it away. Texmo out of the box. And he was caught from behind there, couldn't do much with it. Turned the other way, and this could be icing. It is not. So everybody changing up the lines. Buck 10 into the second period. Columbus will dump in right-siders. Jemaev up after it. Has it on the right side. Into the slot. Quick shot by Somro, deflected wide. I think he might have just kind of had it go off the toe of his stick ever so slightly. You know, when you're on the tee box and you just toe the driver and it doesn't go quite where you wanted it to go? Slahetka with a shot. That one blocked on the way in. Somro leaping attempt. Gloves it down. Keeps it in. Jemaev on the left side. Has help. Backdoor. Texmo! He scores! Joel Texmo's got his first professional goal, and it gives the River Dragons a 3-2 lead early in the second period. Great setup, and Texmo wide open on the back door. And he puts that one home. So we're back to 5-on-5 again here. River Dragons will push back into the right side. Lind will keep it in. Takes a bump from Mo, but down to the right side. Waldo, he's knocked down, but the puck kept by Storjahan up top to Lind. Lind pressured at the line. Lost it into the slot area, and Monroe's going to be able to take it out. Thornton chased back into his own end. Mo with a quick shot. That would have sticked out of play. Just a casual boot there from Trevor Babin. Well, again, congratulations. Joel Texmo's got his first pro goal. Face-off will be to the right of the River Dragons net. Jesso tossed out of the draw, and he is an unhappy camper. McDonald also complaining about Zabad lining up for the draw. He wins it back. Jesso turns with a shot tipped to the glass. There's a chance, and again a left pad saved by Babin. Played up the wall off of Ryan Hunter to the line. Columbus will carry ahead. McDonald moving in, waiting for help. He'll slow it up, feed it across. Now down low, Blockwell, wrist shot, hit a body. And now Monroe again trying to clear the puck. They get it at least to center, but Zabad was run into by Blockwell. Underwood back the other way, pass tipped back behind Kyle Moore. They'll flip it back across to the D. Blockwell ahead. Will it be icing? Yes. As Jesso barely wins that race back. Faceoff will come back into the Columbus end of things here. 2:52 into this second period. Joel Texmo has given the River Dragons the advantage here. Now up 3-2. Boy, great to see Columbus get an early one. Also great to see the rookie get his first as a pro and put it away. Like, that was with confidence. Followed through on the shot. Great goal. Columbus can't leave, though. Left side is kept in, but Stefanini fed it right into the shin pads of Kyle Moore, and now Moore ahead for Hunter on the left wing. Bacon tried to bank it back towards the line. Moore wanted to throw the hip check. Wilson stepped around it. Left wing side, Anderson trying to cut through the slot to his right side. Curls up top. Anderson, long wrister, sails high over top of the net. Plouffe in behind the net. Stefanini forcing him back around to the near side, and now right back. A pass across finds Jemaev. Alexander Jemaev drives in right side. Stops. Leaves it off on the wall. Doherty. Doherty still with it. His shot, that one deflected wide. Around to the left point, a bouncer. Slahetka will keep it for himself on the wing. Slahetka steps down the wall. Jemaev going to the front of the net. Couldn't get the pass through. Slahetka wrap around. Save with the left pad by Kuhn. And now the puck cleared just barely over the line. Jemaev trying to steal it away from Anderson. Those two tying up as he slams it to an open wing, and it'll be Doherty picking it up. Doherty's got help with Doe. Feeds it up high to Somro. Somro leaving it off. Here's Plouffe looking for a seam. Tried to thread it through. It was blocked. Right side Doherty in the corner. Monroe will just fling it out and down the ice. That one will be an icing call as Lind hustles back. And the whistle goes. That icing brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. .419 gone here in the second period. Face off to the right of Kuhn, who is adjusting his pad. Doe, Wickline, Storjahan out there. Doe talking to the linesman. Across from Learakos. Learakos scoops it right back on his own netminder. It's punched aside with the blocker, but the puck turned over Storjahan on the left side corner. Into the slot. Here's Doe. Waits, delays, backdoor. Wickline. Oh, boy. Just off the toe of the stick for Wickline. He had an open net. He had a bad angle, too. Tried to be sure of the shot and just couldn't quite settle to shoot. Now Wickline moving in with a bouncing puck. A roller. His shot is blocked into the corner by Schumacher. River Dragons, this line has really been buzzing, though. Knocked down. Kept in by Storjahan. Right side, here's Doe. They've really had a bit of a resurgence in recent weeks. It's good to see. Here's a chance on the right side. Caution. Boy, what a great angle taken right there defensively by the River Dragons. Shot coming in from the slot. Save Babin. Rebound. And they score. Learakos tucks it home. And the game's tied right back up at 3. Again, live by the sword, die by the sword for Monroe. They score a lot. They give up a lot. .509 time of the goal for Yanni Learakos. That's his 5th. Kyle Moore pushing in after the puck. Into the left side. McDonald trying to help him out. Chesso up the near side. Zabon clearing just out to center where Underwood pressured there. He'll flip it back into space. McDonald to pick it up. And Kyle Moore lost it, and the linesman skates at the line, putting it across McDonald back towards Kyle Moore. Moore all the way across left side. Here's Bockwell. Wrister into the near corner. Hunter up top. Hooked up and poked off, and now Chesso racing Hunter, but Hunter trying to body him. Chesso cutting in towards the goal, into the slot area. Pass behind Saban in front again. Dangerous puck, and it's backhanded wide by Cunningham. Up to the left point, it hops past Asp and down the ice. Cunningham curling with it. Lead ahead, in on the left wing side. Looking for a place to go. Anderson into the slot. Underwood trying to knock it away. Puck is still sitting there. A bouncer that McDonald sends off the dasher and out. Here's Asp on the regroup. Into the slot. Wilson with a wrist shot blocked by Underwood. Puck to the corner. Prevost down all the way behind the net. Plouffe trying to pull it away out of the pile. Jemayev over there as well, lending his body. Jemayev wins the battle. Plays it along Texmo. Trying to kick it out now. Puck is behind him. Still not out. Wilson run into by Underwood. Ends up behind the net with Plouffe. Plouffe pressured. Swings it up that far side. Texmo just backhands it out of there. And he and Prevost exchanging shoves. Monroe trying to move back in. Moccasins feeling the animation here. Boy, that puck was out over the line. Linesman missed that one. That's all right. River Dragons this time do get it out. Here they come back. On the left side, Texmo trying to lead it in. His shot into the shins of Schumacher. And now turn the other way again. Monroe quickly charging up the right side. This is what Monroe wants. They want fast break, back and forth, trade chances hockey. There's a chance in front. Tipped just wide of the net. The River Dragons have to slow this down. Columbus does not want to play this style with Monroe. This feeds into exactly what the Moccasins want. River Dragons right now, a little, I don't want to say panic, that's not the right word, but they're hurrying. They're hurrying things. Sturgeon behind the net, puck at the side of the net. Here's Thornton trying to carry it ahead. Brody Thornton left side, Sturgeon is past Ed Fandom, but Doe swept it into the zone anyway. Kuhn will flick it around to the near side. Mo waiting on the wall. Gets it to center, but shoved right back in by Thornton. River Dragons tag up. Moccasins on the breakout up the left side. Learakos in over the line. Poked away by Thornton into the corner. They run into each other over there, and the puck jammed free. And here's a lead ahead. Wickline on the wing at the line. Lost it at the line. Offside, whistled down. 8:36 gone in the second, tied at 3. Back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet-friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home. .836 into the second period. Tied at 3 as these two teams continue to trade chances. That's exactly what Monroe wants. The River Dragons win that draw just outside the line as Underwood will send it in from center. Gustafson, the line not out, kept him by Moore. Moore hooks it ahead, but that one is tipped away by the D. And now on the right side, here comes Gesso in over the line, trying to leave it up top, and it's pushed right back out through center. Gustafson was knocked down to the ice there after a stick battle with McDonald. The crowd was complaining about a non-call there, but Stick never got into his skates. That was purely like stick blade on stick blade, and Gustafson kind of hooked himself down. Here comes Hunter the other way. Back across to Moore. Moore into space. McDonald moving in. Curls. McDonald looking for help up top. His pass across is deflected and cleared out. Plouffe racing back. That should be icing. And it's not. Slahetka on the left side. Bouncing puck. He'll wedge that one ahead. Just because there's a race to beat out icing doesn't mean you wave it off. Anderson sending it in front, left wing side, a backhand by Wilson goes wide of the net, kept in for the right point. Moccasins into the corner here, but Slahetka is there to move it ahead. Kyle Moore still stuck out on the change, leads ahead. He's got Doherty, flips into space. Doherty in behind the D, cutting into the forehand. Kuhn shut it down. Not much of an angle there for Doherty, and now Doherty is going to get a lot of attention behind the net. And Doherty did the smart thing, took the shot, put it on goal, and Kuhn knew he had to shoot and just took the angle. 9:53 to go in the second, tied at 3. Back on the board in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah. On any D-A-Y, I need CFA.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
Halfway home here in this one, and we're tied at 3. Moccasins and River Dragons. Face off to the right of the Moccasins net. Hey, pursuant to the YouTube question I threw out there earlier, a couple of good ones brought up in the chat. Q-tip for a cotton swab. That was a good one. And then crock pot. That was a good one as well. Face-off coming up to the right of the Moccasins' goal here. They got to back everybody up. By the way, the Monroe Moccasins have some of the widest painted hash marks and the widest painted face-off circle slash lines that I think I've seen, period. And now they're going to toss Jemaeff out of the face-off. Make Somro come in. But, man, they really painted those wide. Monroe behind the net. They'll try to move it around to the near side as it's cleared out to center. And Slahetka back from the stripe, dumps it in. Kuhn will slow up behind the net. Prevost pestered as he sends it up the far side. Anderson runs into a check from Doherty. Somro sends it back deep again. How about the near side? And the puck's still not out. Nice job by Jemaeff. He'll keep it in, send it back behind the net. Prevost will give it yet another chance here on the near side. Wilson in trouble, but does get it ahead, and now the Moccasins break the zone. Left side, Anderson weaving in, left it for Wilson, but he was tied up. There's a shot off the side of the net by Stefanini. Wilson knocked down behind. And Somro quickly turning with it, looking, waiting. Gets it back across towards Slahetka. Slahetka back to Somro. Somro, a little chip in space blocked, went right back to him, and he'll just fire it in. Kuhn traps it behind the net. Columbus changing it up here. There's a long lead to Learakos. Caught it, walks in on the left side. Moving into the top of the circle, and now it's given away right back to him. He sends it down low, but too far for Kosh on the lead pass. Up the near side, here's Wickline. Takes a shoulder, didn't get rid of the puck, held onto it for too long. Kosh had it. Stole it back, but now it's given away. Thornton tried to force one through traffic. Stays in the zone again. Learakos centering attempt. Here's a backhand chance for Mo. Save Babin. Rebound is free. Oh, my goodness, on the goal line. Connor Lynn made the save. Left point, Schumacher trying to get it out. This is what happens when you don't get the puck out when you have time. Doe on the left side corner. And the puck in front. Shot point blank and another save by Babin. Mo after his own rebound into the corner. Chance comes to the left point. See Monroe, they come in swarms. They get time. And now a chance in tight. That one didn't go. Boy, right now Columbus just needs a clear. Take an icing, anything. Just get it out. Quick line moving it ahead to Doe. This is a tired line. They will get to center and fire it right in on Kuhn. Doe continues in. It's played aside. But got what he wanted out of it, and that was his mates the ability to change. It is turned over at center. Here's Kyle Moore pushing in. Looking back door. Moore, toe drag in front of shot. Kuhn save, rebound, shove just wide. Moore had McDonald on the back side, and then he toe dragged around the D, had a wide open shot. Moore is pinned up. Hunter centers, ends up at the left point. Bockwell through traffic, blocked. Bacon sails it out of play. That's a delay game call. So Columbus will head back to the power play with 7:06 to go here in the second. .12:54. Time of the power play, and for Columbus, it's their fourth. They are 2 for 3 on the Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft. Proud partner of River Dragons hockey. McDonald left side into the slot, taken away from Storjahan, and out it goes. Storjahan's got 2 on the power play in this game. Let's see if he can collect a third. Here's Ryan Hunter, left side. Tied up on the wall by Gustafson, and it's cleared out. Hit the scoreboard. We get a whistle. Don't see that too often. Columbus will win the face-off, and Moore on the right side. Fakes a shot. Now he shoots, save, rebound. Storjahan cut off of the post by Kuhn. And the whistle as the net comes off. Underwood's going to take this face off. McDonald stationed back at the right point here. And it's won back by Underwood. McDonald down from the right point, switching with Storjahan. McDonald cross ice, threads it across. Hunter up top to Moore. Moore, fanned on his shot. Gets it down low, and it bounces on McDonald. Bats it right behind the net, but Gustafson on it. Around it goes off a stanchion to the line, and Storjahan couldn't get there in time. River Dragons trying to push right back in. Here's Hunter on the right side, wheeling his way in, cutting into the slot area, backdoor feed. McDonald will pull it back up top. McDonald trying to slide it down low. Boy, they were looking for that play again that Storjahan scored on earlier. Hunter keeps it in. His shot sails high. Left side, Storjahan after it. Time ticking down to the power play, 40 seconds. Into the slot, here's Underwood. Trying to kick it back to himself. He was tied up and the puck cleared. River Dragons will change the power play unit as that one slides by Babin. Kyle Moore takes a look over his shoulder, flips it across to Slahetka, and he'll attack the left side. Right wing feed, and now here's Thornton carrying it in. Brody Thornton stops, feeds up top. Slahetka down into the corner. Too far for Doe, but Doe blocks it with his body back behind the net. Around it goes, left side a roller. Thornton trying to collect, keeps it the line. Wick line. Left side up top. Thornton, middle of the blue line, over to the near dot. Slahetka. Time ticking down to the power play. Backdoor feed. A shot by Wickline. Save Kuhn, and again the net comes off. Just as the power play expires, and Bacon onto the box. So the River Dragons 2 for 4 in a power play. Face off to the right of Kuhn. Jemaev out for this draw and rolls it back to the point. Slahetka on it there. Wickline back across. Here's Plouffe rolling puck, his shot. And that was blocked, and now it's cleared out. Monroe attacking Anderson, trying to cut in. Kicked away by Slahetka. Wickline, oh boy, he got knocked down from behind. That's going to be a penalty. Wickline a little slow to get up there. River Dragons are going to be on the power play once again here. Well, the fans don't like it, but I mean, that's pretty much boarding. Jemaev in with a shot, Kuhn the save, no rebound, but when we come back, River Dragons on the power play. It's tied up at 3 here in the second, 4.5 to go. This is River Dragons hockey.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
Nice. Little kids here in the building are being interviewed. And they just asked him what he wanted to see before the game's over. And I'm sure they're expecting a response like a win, a goal, whatever, something like that. No. That little kid said, I want to see somebody bring me a stick. Good for that's way to use your platform to advertise. I like that. All right, River Dragons back onto the Loft Power Play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons hockey. So Columbus onto the power play for the 5th time, where they are 2 for 4. Moccasins aggressively forechecking here. And now Columbus is going to move it ahead, boarding the call against Anderson. McDonald in over the line will slide it around the rim. Onto the far wing, Moore arriving. Underwood in that pile as well, trying to kick it back towards Kyle Moore. It squirts out up top. Ryan Hunter leaving it up top. Stordahan leaving it for Hunter. Hunter right side to McDonald. McDonald, Hunter, in space, crossing there with Moore up top to McDonald. McDonald, backdoor feed, a little too hot for Hunter. Ends up swept back around, and Justin McDonald. Top of the near circle. McDonald, his wrist shot, that's blocked. And it's cleared out. It's starting to look like Columbus's power play unit is just kind of tired, and they're going to switch that unit out pretty quickly here. Stordahan back in on the right side. Feeds it across. Here's Thornton in, and his shot deflected in front just wide of the net. Stordahan lost it at the line. It's sent down. Kyle Moore after it. He sends it to Slahetka, who's bothered, gave it up to Cunningham. Cunningham looking across. Here's a chance, and it was fired wide by Wilson, who looks at the ceiling. Boy, he had a great chance. Slahetka, right side, all the way down the wall, takes a pretty heavy chop from Cunningham. Doe steps in. Jemaev moves it up top. Thornton, his wrister, blocked. Trying to keep it in, and now it is Wilson out to center with it. Jemaev's back on D here. Wilson on the right side with a shot. Babin the save. Cunningham on the rebound. Gave it up in the slot, though. Here's Cody Wickline up the left side. Wickline. Power play ends. Slahetka, left side, centering. And Jemaev couldn't get to it. Anderson out of the box, feeds it ahead. Thornton stepping up. He missed it. Babin's going to have to come out and play it. And he does get it out. And it slowly rolls down the ice. That's a clutch play right there from Babin on the puck handling aspect. Bouncer at center. Columbus Wickline trying to knock that in. Left wing Doherty after it. Knocked down. Tried to steer it in front. Could not. Texmo back to Doherty. And now Monroe's going to turn the other way. Right side Anderson trying to walk it in. Blockwell got just enough of him to dislodge. Underwood trying to leave it back off in space. Texmo. And now ahead here's Somro. Somro weaving to the left side. In over the line, trying to leave for Doherty, but Doherty wasn't as close as he thought. Back the other way, Larocco's tipping it over the line, sent right back out. And now Texmo just steals it back. Wheeling it away from Prevost. Blockwell over to Underwood. And Columbus is going to regroup with $1:20 to go in the second, tied at 3. Texmo pushing it out through center where it's fired right back into the corner. Underwood over after the rolling puck. Try to knock it ahead. Delivered in behind Doherty. Doherty with the lead to center. That one hit Somro right in the back. Somro trying to fight through a check here. Couldn't get it deep. It's knocked in past Blockwell left side. Here's Meniguns following it up. Feeds it down. Learakos in front. Bouncer there. And it's taken away by Underwood. Underwood scoots around a check. Underwood carries it in, leaves it left side. Somro, high slot. Texmo, right side. Doherty, wrist shot, deflects into the netting. 34 seconds to go in the period as Learakos doing some shoving over there with one of the River Dragons. I think that's Texmo. McDonald, Hunter, Moore, along with Plouffe and Slahetka out to finish the period. Jesso tossed out of the face-off. One over to the near side. McDonald battling to get it back, though. But Columbus can't keep it in, and now there's a breakaway passer, Jesso, who was in behind the D, but he couldn't handle the pass. Again, Columbus has got to watch out for that. Monroe is going to stretch. There's a shot in on Bab and say, big rebound taken away. 17 seconds, time to do something. Here's Hunter after the puck into the right side corner. Centering feed just a little too far for McDonald. Now Slahetka with a bouncing puck. Gets to the front of the net. McDonald trying to get to it. Hunter, more shot. And that one a right shoulder save from Kuntz. Slahetka in front again. Bounces across the goal mouth. And the horn sounds to end the period. Oh my goodness. Back and forth we go, and we're still tied. This time 2 periods in, and the score has advanced to 3-3. Now the River Dragons are going to have to figure out a way to put a little space between them and the Moccasins, because Monroe, they don't make anybody comfortable at all. They have that quick strike ability. And for the Moccasins, as they head off here, we're going to be 5-on-5 to start the next period, but the fact that Monroe has been able to come back, Columbus takes a lead, Monroe then took the lead, Columbus tied it, then Columbus took the lead, Monroe tied it. They're hanging in there, and they're being very opportunistic about it. So, again, just something that Columbus is going to have to mind the store defensively, take care of their own end, and that's going to be a tall order in the third period, but this is only the first of 3 in a row between these two teams, and this one's already a battle, so it should be a very interesting series for the rest of the week. All right, time to step on into our second period intermission report. When we come back, we'll wrap the scoring for you, and plus we'll take a look at that Selmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard, so stay tuned. There is more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Back here on River Dragons hockey, 2 periods in the books, and we are tied up at 3. Tom Callahan here with you as we have the Chuck-a-Pucks being cleaned up down there on the ice, and the Moccasins mascots out there. It's kind of an interesting mascot. I don't really know how I feel about that. But I guess there's only so many things you can try to do with a snake, I suppose, to make it look cute and cuddly. But they gave it a shot. Speaking of giving it a shot, the River Dragons give it 8 shots on goal in that period once again, as did the Monroe Moccasins, and 1 found the back of the net for each side. Columbus cashed in pretty early in the period. 1:43 time of the goal. Joel Texmo, his first professional goal from Alexander Chamath and Nolan Slahetka. And the River Dragons are only even straight goal of the game so far. Led it 3-2 at that point. But then at 5:09, Monroe, in a flurry in the River Dragon zone, was finally able to put one away. Yanni Liarakos, his 5th from Mo and Kosh. And that ties it at 3 after 2. As I mentioned, shots are 8-8. That means the total now between the 2 periods, Moccasins 19. And they did add a couple of shots to the River Dragons in the first period, so they now have 16 for the game. Columbus had another 2 power play chances in that period, went 0 for 2, and the Monroe Moccasins have yet to have a power play in the game. Now, ordinarily, I would tell you that, logic would dictate there's probably been a couple of things that could have been called against the River Dragons, but honestly, Columbus was playing a pretty clean game tonight, and it's really nice to see. Hopefully they can keep that up. That said, Monroe is going to try to stretch and force the River Dragons to try to skate with them and also pay very rapt attention to all those long passes. And Columbus is going to have to do that. They're going to have to be very alert. They don't want to get dragged into a run and gun game here with the Moccasins, because that's what Monroe wants. Monroe wants to race up and down the ice. They've got some scoring talent. They don't mind it, and they'll leave their goaltender blue line in if they have to. If it means they're going to have odd man rushes going the other way, they like to try to make things happen off the rush. So for Columbus, it's pretty obvious what they're going to try to do. Now the River Dragons just have to have the old head on a swivel defensively, keep looking over your shoulder, make sure nobody beats you deep and in behind you, and go to work from there. So 3-3 after 2. We'll take a break. When we come back, time for the Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard, so stay tuned. There is more coming your way. This is River Dragons hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet-friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? How about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want? This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
Well, I will say that Monroe likes its remixed country music, but I think this one takes the cake. This is Friends in Low Places remix. Make it stop. All right, 3-3 tie after 2 periods of play. let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zippin'. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passion since 1999. Over at Aikens Ford Arena, they're into the third period already. And the score hasn't changed. 4 minutes into it, the Black Bears still up 2-1 on the Athens Rock Lobsters. One night after, things got real interesting in that game. It was 4-1 Athens late in the third. Binghamton scored twice, about a minute apart in the closing stages of the game. It went from 4-1 to 4-3. The third goal was scored on a power play with the goaltender pulled, and there were still 51 seconds left to go, and Binghamton almost tied it. Tonight they're in the lead 2-1 over Athens, but that is quite the struggle going on over there. In the NHL, there are a total of 9 games tonight. And the Canadians are now out in front of the Bruins 3-0. Senators still hanging on to a 2-1 lead over the Lightning in the third. After 2, Avs 5, Blue Jackets 3. In the second, Blues have come back on the Penguins to lead 3-2. Also in the second, Preds 1-0 up over the Stars. Steven Stamkos has his 24th. Kings and Hockey Club scoreless 10 minutes into the first period. 9:30 puck drop. You got Ducks and Flames. 10 o'clock, Jets and Golden Knights. 10:30, the Oilers are at the Sharks. And then no men's college basketball in the tournament tonight. It resumes on Saturday night, which is our final game of this 3-game series. And you've got just a bunch of 1 seeds still standing. Florida and Auburn at 6:09 Eastern on the tip, and then at 8:49 Eastern, Houston and Duke for the right to meet in Monday's championship game in men's basketball. So that is where we are after 2 periods of play, and that is our Zelmo's Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passion since 1999. Want to remind you about Sweetbriar Fine Cigars, another great sponsor here for River Dragons hockey. Established in 1975, they're Georgia's oldest cigar shop. Sweetbriar has the finest selection of fresh, imported, handmade premium cigars, and enjoy yours in our favorite relaxed, comfortable seating area. They also have a full line of accessories and custom blended pipe tobacco. Ask about the veteran and military discounts, the loyalty program, and volume discounts. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Sweetbriar is located in the upper level of the landings on Whitesville Road, just off Airport Thruway. Online at sweetbriarcolumbus.com. And in case you have been hiding under a rock and you didn't realize it, season tickets for next year are already on sale. Visit the River Dragons office or call 706-507-4625 to join the Inside Edge Club. Now, payment plans are available, but if you're going to take advantage of a payment plan, you do have to talk to a rep first. So give us a call, 706-507-4625. Benefits of being an Inside Edge Club member include merchandise discounts, buddy ticket vouchers, exclusive Inside Edge events, and a whole lot more. So again, either come on down to the office or give us a call, 706-507-4625. Tied at 3 after 2. That's it for our second period intermission. We'll come back with third period action brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, Energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragon's trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up, you can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
And we're back on Columbus River Dragons hockey, getting ready for third period action. Tied at 3. Third period brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Storjahan's got 2. Joel Texmo his first pro goal. Congratulations to him, and that's how we've gotten here so far. River Dragons are going to start. Jemaev, Texmo, and Somro as the Moccasins win the draw and throw it in. Underwood and Blockwell on defense here to start it off as Underwood knocked down behind the net. Still has the puck in his skates though, trying to move it up the wall. The ice is still pretty damp out there. Try to kick it up the boards, tipped to the line and not out though. Kept it at the left point. Pass across, deflects up in the air, a bouncer does come out. Jesso's got to turn back for it, feeds it all the way back into his own end, and Columbus will go for the quick change here. Just 40 seconds into the third period. Bavaro up the left side, and Plouffe going to go to the box. The ref put his arm up for tripping, and the boards stole his stick. And so because it got wedged under the boards, Plouffe got nailed for tripping. That, well, you knew that was going to happen the minute it was able to happen. Like I said, power plays don't stay 5-0 forever. And I know that one's frustrating. But the River Dragons are going to have to kill this one off here. 20.9% on the power play, tied for 7th for the Moccasins this year. 83.3% on the kill, that's 5th for Columbus. Face off to the right of Babin. Yes, well, we didn't like that one. We'll do it again. It's unfortunate because Columbus got a clear out of it. So we'll do it again, drop it on the right side here. This time Monroe controls. Right side, here's Rex Moe with a shot. Misses on the glove side there. Ends up on the left side wall to Cunningham. Many guns. Cunningham on the left side, around to the left point. Schumacher. Left side, Cunningham, backdoor feed. And a shot by Many Guns, a shoulder save there. Rebound right in front. Cunningham is stopped on the doorstep there by Babbitt. And Columbus is going to skate it away. Here's Lynn pushing up by himself on the right side. Connor Lynn driving wide with a wrist shot. Kuhn the save, and he'll hold on to it in the gear. .125 gone here in the third period. 33 seconds gone in the tripping call against Plouffe. Face on to the left of Kuhn. Is one back again by Monroe. Moccasins taking their time, getting through center. Wilson, left side, leaves it at the line. Pass returned to him at the far dot. Tried to walk it in front. It was knocked off his stick. Played up to the left point. Zabad keeping it in. Wilson goes across the ice with it. Favaro onto the right half wall. Centering attempt blocked away by Storjahan. Wilson on the left side with it. And again, Storjahan blocking a pass. Anderson up top, leaving it onto the left point. Favaro, top of the circle, walks into the slot. A shot that hit a body, hit the glass. Well, Leo Rocco's nifty little move. Tried to kick it in front, but it was blocked and cleared. Favaro's going to bring it ahead. Onto the left side. Moccasins walk in and try to set things up here. And a bouncer comes to the point, and now a potential breakaway shorthanded. Here's Wickline moving it on goal. Wilson behind him. He shoots, and the save by Kuhn. Wilson had a stick in him, but a nice job by Wickline to get a chance. 15 seconds in the power play. Here's Anderson right side. Has to curl back, and that puck turned to center. Anderson at the line is met there, and they whistle it down on the offside. That offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarbershoppe.com. Oldschoolbarbershop.com. Reservations are required. Make sure you make yours about 2 weeks in advance. Book online anytime on their website, plus 24/7 on their Instagram and Facebook. Get your sides lined up at Old School Barbershop. Time ticks down as the puck moved ahead by Moe on the left wing, and it's now 5-on-5 hockey once again. Columbus has killed it off, and now Babin got knocked down in the net with his mask off. They waved the goal off. I don't know if they're going to call a penalty for goaltender interference here or not. The goal's not going to count. Ref's already waved it off. Well, clearly, Babin got run into in the net. And his helmet got knocked off. And I hope they're talking about whether or not there should be a goaltender interference call on this play or not. The referees are talking about it in the crease. And Schumacher is complaining. But, I mean, Babin is inside the net. And his helmet, I don't like it either necessarily when the opposing goaltender's helmet comes off. It's happened to the River Dragons. I mean, geez, look at last week. How many times did both goaltenders for the Venom lose their helmets? A lot. But it's the rule. It's a safety issue. If the goalie's helmet's not on, you blow the play dead. There's a shot by Monroe blocked. Also, I will say this. So, There's a quick shot. Babin save. Rebound to the side of the net. Columbus will play it away. A bounce to the line and kept in up top. Long shot blocked in front again by Slahetka. River Dragons are offside here. So it is in the rule book that you are not supposed to show controversial replays on the scoreboard, and that is all Monroe did there. They just kept showing the replay, which you are not supposed to do. That is in the league rules. You're not supposed to do that. Because obviously it fires up the crowd, and it can cause some angry moments and some other things to happen, and I understand why it's like that. But just wanted to point that out, and I will also say that we don't do that in Columbus. Slahetka with a shot towards the net, wide as Wickline around after it. Hunter on the right side. Turned over, here's Slahetka at the left point. Fed to the line, a bouncer. Doe has to chase it to center. Wickline pulling it back out, giving it to Storjahan. He's got two here in this one as he fires it in from center, both on the power play. Doe on the left side wall. The other one is Joel Texmo. His first goal as a pro. Moccasins trying to move it back ahead here. Wilson tried to avoid a hit, gave it up to Bockwell. Bockwell after his own end here. Banked it back down the ice. They wave off the icing. Well, the River Dragons are keeping three guys back right now. They knew that Monroe was changing, and they also are starting to feel the idea that Monroe is trying to stretch. Anderson in on the right side. He'll send it deep, and they're not wrong. You have to be very careful. Jesso on the far side. Long shot in, save Babin. And he'll hold on. That'll get us to our first break of the period. 5:01 into the third, tied at 3. This is River Dragons hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
.501 into the third, tied at 3. River Dragons and Moccasins, first of 3 in a row between these two teams. 3 nights in a row. Shot coming in. Oh, that hit Somro in the back. He's struggling. Oof. Right pointers, Jesso trying to keep it in. Challenge at the line. Puck turned out and down. Boy, Somro's really ringing out that right arm. Not quite sure where that caught him, but that was not good. River Dragons left siders, Thornton to center. He'll try to dump it in. Around the rim it goes. Near shot, Somro out. Try to feed it to the point. That didn't quite work itself out. Kept down low. Here's a centering feed, and it leaks away. Jemayev with the backhand, and by the time that was found, it was blocked away. Ends up in behind the net. Monroe looking to break the zone on the left side here, but that pass picked off by Texmo. He's going to turn right back in. Texmo carrying wide, hooks it in front. A little too far for Somro. Round it goes far side, Jesso on it. And he'll move it out to center, Zabot, leaving in space on the right wing. Bavaro walks in, walks around the DM with a wrist shot. Babin out to make the save. And Somro off the glass, gets it out and down the ice. Columbus will get the change here. Wedge back into the Columbus zone. Oh, dangerously right back in on goal, and Babin elects to cover. Plouffe tried to knock it out of the air, and he deflected it right in on his goaltender. Well, here they go back to showing the Babin replay again with him in the net and his helmet coming off. Let's not let that sleeping dog lie. Moore chasing it down the right side into the Monroe end of things. 6.5 into the third here. Ooh, rebound comes right up the slot off a stanchion, and it's cleared away. Slahetka can't come up with it. Puck back into the Columbus end. That one off the mid of Justin McDonald. He takes a swat at it, and now he gets it out. Drifts towards Ryan Hunter on the left side. Hunter into space. McDonald steals it back. McDonald down low. Off-angle chance. Save made. Rebound. Hunter can't find it, and it skates. Push back at center. Plouffe battling, keeps it from his knees. McDonald back in over the line to Plouffe. He'll jam it deep and head back out for the change. Little battles like that go a long way in this game. See, Columbus able to keep it in and apply some pressure here as Wickline out there with Hunter. Now it's taken away. And Anderson the other way. 3-on-2 if they hurry left side, but Liarakos is knocked off it by Ryan Hunter as he lost it in his skates. Columbus 3-on-2 on the rush. Wickline, backdoor feed, one time from McDonald. Save made by Kuhn coming over. And now Wickline run into by Schumacher. Could have been interference there, but they elect not to call it as it's tossed back in over the line by Bacon. River Dragons turn it right back the other way. Stordon tipping it in. Wickline into the left side corner. In again Schumacher. Pulled out by Schumacher, rolling puck far side. Cunningham. Flip into the corner. Underwood falling, slaps it away. Bockwell over to try to help out. Tied up in the corner. Austin Doe. Trouble with it. Now he just clears it on out. No icing here. Columbus again cycling through the lines. 8:20 gone here in the third. Tied at 3. Lind pushing it over the line to center. And now Prevost will fire it right back in. Far side Lind chops it up the wall. Somro off the skates of Stordon and out over the line. Doe's going to curl back and head to the bench. Cunningham up by himself on the right side. Puck at the line pushed out. Doherty up on the forecheck here off the mid of Jemayev. Will it make it to the line? It does. Comes out to center. Thornton tying up on the boards here. Jemayev trying to help him out. Pushes in over the line with it. And it kicks away. Prevost right to Thornton. Thornton right back in. Cross ice feed. Here's Doherty and has a moment. A shot save. Kuhn. Rebound up the right point. Kept in. Fed down low. Doherty into the slot for Jemayev. Tipped away. Thornton keeps it in though. His wrist shot. That's blocked. Thornton trying to feed it behind the net. Jesso blocked it. Jemayev trying to get over there after it. And now it's just sent out and down the ice. No icing here. Somro chasing a rolling puck. We're approaching the halfway point of this third period. Doherty on the wing. Got it over the line. Still battling. Flipped it too far for McDonald. It goes right in on Kuhn, who's got to play it aside to Asp. He'll reverse it around. Gustafsson out to center. Kosh. Liarakos flips it in front. Blocked by Plouffe. Slahetka clears. Didn't get it past Liarakos. McDonald trying to help out. Puck up in the air. Hunter. He's able to get it the other way. And again, Monroe will drive it back in from center. Babin will leave it there for Slahetka. Slahetka will skate it out. Slahetka to the line, feeds Hunter, but Hunter had to stop to keep the play onside, and he fed him too far. Many guns can't clear, though. How about the other side? Here's Asp on the left wing. At the line, off the skate there of Moore, but he was unable to keep it in. Knocked down eventually, and back the other way, Monroe Liarakos, but he's dispossessed by McDonald, who will dump it down to the backhand. Columbus will go to the change. Here's Bacon up the right side. In with a wrist shot. Babin the save, and he'll hold on. 9:07 to go in the third. Tied at 3. Back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money. make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Tied at 3. 9:07 to go in the third period. Monroe and Columbus battling towards the conclusion of this one. Binghamton's now gone ahead of Athens 3-1 in the late stages of that one. That's the only other game in the FPHL tonight. Here's Bacon up at the right point with a long shot in. Glove saved by Babin. He'll hold on. We'll do it all again to his left. Puck bouncing up towards the point. Columbus ahead with it, and now here's a chance. Wickline left side. Has to curl in the corner, though. Leaving it off into space there. Wanted Doe, but almost taken away, and now a chance to clear. Sent off the mid of Thornton, back inside his own line. Brody Thornton moving it ahead on the left wing side. Storjahan lost it to Bacon. Bacon will ramp it back the other way, and Stefanini curling through center. Stefanini in over the line with a wrist shot block, goes into the far corner. Wilson sends it on to the near side. Thornton there. Looking ahead. He got it towards Wickline, who was knocked down, and Thornton steps in, plays onside. Thornton banks it to himself in with a wrist shot off the back of the net. Nice little play by Thornton to work free for a chance. It's underneath the fallen defender over there, finally pulled out by the Moccasins as they look to try to move it up the right side. Favaro to the line, giving it ahead to Gesso. Gesso in space is sandwiched off the puck. Columbus does get it out over as Doherty with it. At center, lost it to Gesso, who's trying to push back the other way. Lind leaning on him. Lind, near side. Lost it. Tried to backhand it out. And another attempt. This one comes across to Jamath. And now once again Doherty. He'll flip it in. Right in on goal. Kuhn, paddle down, will cover. Texmo in the front of the net. He and Gustafson exchange a couple of hello chops. This game is actually, the energy's dissipated here in the third period. I really thought it was going to boil over a bit more, and instead both teams looked like they suddenly took naps during the second intermission and got a little tired. 7:36 to go in the third. I think we might be staring at a next goal win scenario. Doherty knocks his man down behind the net. Puck played around by the Moccasins. Oh, it's center trying to leave it off. On the right wing, cutting in is Asp. Asp with a shot, deflects to the far corner. Off angle chance, Kosh off skates and all the way out to center. Dump back in is Underwood after it. He'll reverse it around to the far side. McDonald into the left wing corner. Asp centers. Underwood there to block that pass as well. Puck in on goal, poked away. And up the left wing, Columbus will attack. Well, Texmo turns back. A little trouble with the puck there. Still didn't get it out of the zone. Learakos a shot. That's blocked. And now here's a chance at a big-time blocker saved by Babin right there. Again, Columbus, when you don't get the puck out of the zone, that's what happens. Offside whistle down at the line as Mo hadn't cleared out. But, I mean, I'm shaking my head. That is hockey 101. If you're that close to the blue line, get the puck over the line. They call the offsides intentional on the touch by Mo, and the faceoff will come back down to the right of the Moccasins' goal. McDonald, Moore, Hunter out with Slahetka and Plouffe. McDonald, clean win, back to the left point, Slahetka. Getting it on to the left side to Moore. Moore will try to flip it into space at the linesman. Puck dies in the corner. Hunter feeding into the high slot. Slahetka over to Plouffe, fired up. Plouffe shot! Oh, just over top of the net. Hunter banks it back to the point. Moore up high with it, lets it go. McDonald just missed the tip. Right side Plouffe on the half wall. Down low to McDonald. McDonald in the corner with a backhand feed in front for Moore. Off his body and on goal, and Kuhn holds. That one almost deflected in off the thigh pad of Kyle Moore. 6:07 to go in the third. Boy, are we going to be looking at a goal that maybe is a lot like that, where you just get a bounce or a break, goes in off the knob of a stick or a kneecap. Wickline, Doe, Storjahan, Thornton, and Lind. Wickline's going to try to win it back to Storjahan, stationed at the top of the circle here. One back instead by Gesso. And the puck out to center, and breaking out behind the D was Zabad, so Lind had to take off with him, knew he was back there, but again, Monroe on those defensive zone draw wins. They're going to go around the far rim from wherever the dot is and try to hit a guy streaking out there for a breakaway, and Columbus just has to know that. Lind in the far corner trying to play it around. Doe battling Wickline, able to pull it out of the pile. Cross ice feed picked off there. Favaro back in. Trying to stick handle his way through, and it was just taken away by Thornton. He gets it back from Wickline. Thornton on the left side, chipping it ahead. He'll head to the bench. Storjahan up after it. Left side, Wickline behind. Steals from Cunningham. Tries to walk in on goal. Had a stick chop. Puck to the line. Bockwell sees it. Steps up. Keeps it in for a moment. And now it's cleared out. Tipped down the ice. And Gesso regretting his choice. Wishing he would have taken a moment there to take a look. He had some help. Feed into the slot. Kept it at the right point. Gustafson into the corner. Underwood shoulders with his man. Bockwell after it. Spins it around to the far side, and now it's wedged out by Columbus. They're going to finally finish that line change. Under 5 to go in the third, tied at 3. Here's Gesso on the right side. Backhand in front. Babin's going to scoop it up and hold on. 4:43 to go. And that'll take us to our final break of regulation time. Still tied up. This is River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
.443 to go in the third. Tied at 3. We want to welcome everybody in who is watching Binghamton and Athens. Alex Storjahan's got a pair, and Joel Texmo is first as a pro for the Columbus River Dragons here. Face off to the left of Trevor Babin, 5 aside. Moccasins win that face off. Here's Many Guns on the right side. Curl sends it in front, and puck in on goal. Babin the save. He'll hang on as a little danger zone playing in the background. Can't help but think about Val Kilmer's passing this week. Interesting factoid. Buddy Andy happened to lay this one on me. After shooting the movie Tombstone, he was actually gifted a burial plot by Kurt Russell in Boot Hill in Tombstone, Arizona. And so if his family so chooses, he can be buried there. I don't know if that'll happen, but I thought that was an interesting little nugget, I guess. Up the near side, here's Kosh. Dumped in from center around the glass. It goes on to the near wing. I've actually been to Tombstone, Arizona a couple of times. Storjahan on the right wing side. Somro over the linebacker for Storjahan. He chipped it wide. He was tied up there by Houston Wilson. On the left side. Banked in behind the River Dragons net around to the right point. Rex Molt. Long shot in, and that one goes up over top of the net. Somro on it. He'll fire it ahead, and now looking for the pass ahead. Oh, it hit the linesman. Doherty wanted to play it off the dasher, and it hit the linesman and died. Now Mo bulling his way in on goal, and he's knocked down. And Columbus is going to be shorthanded for only the second time in the hockey game with 3:22 to go. Interference will be the call, holding the call against Lahedka. Coming into this period, the power plays are 5-0 for Columbus. And that was, I would say, earned. But of course, the pendulum does swing back the other way, and Slahedka doesn't like the call whatsoever, but it is the second Moccasins power play, and it comes at a critical time. They are 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Yeah, we didn't like that draw. Let's do it again. Draw to the right of Babin. Eventually, tied up on the far side. Thornton out with it. He's going to backhand it to center. It's given away right to Wickline. Sandwiched off on the wall, and Wickline's helmet comes off. He has to head to the bench. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, looked like his head hit the glass there. Backing on the left side, Monroe centering feed blocked by Babin and tipped on a play off his goal stick. Classic move right there. Now 2:52 to go in this third period. 1:31 to go in the power play. Face off to the left again at Babin. River Dragons. Jemayev out for this important draw. First of 3 in a row between these two teams here tonight. We're back at it tomorrow night and Saturday as well. Columbus wins that draw. Underwood spins it around. Storjahan tips it on the deflection off the stanchion. It comes to center now. Storjahan up the right side, but he couldn't corral the puck for the shorthanded chance. Stefanini driving all the way in, backhand to forehand. His shot is shut down by Babin. Now Storjahan chance to clear. Mo keeps it in now for the right point, but he'll have another attempt here, and actually 2-on-1 shorthanded. Columbus ahead. It's Jemayev and Storjahan. Jemayev in, wrist shot, tip, save, rebound. Kuhn makes the stop on Jemayev. Good decision there to shoot the puck, and it even generated a rebound, but Columbus couldn't cash in. Puck right in on goal. Babin says, I will hold that. With 43 seconds to go on the man advantage for Monroe. 2:04 to go now. Late in this third period, tied at 3. Monroe is barely breathing, but its playoff chances are alive. The River Dragons have already sewn up a berth in the postseason. Moccasins win the draw back up top. Wilson Feeds it over to the left point, gets it back. Wilson in the slot, down low. Liarakos one-timer off the outside of the net. Liarakos all the way up top. Wilson on the right side, cross-ice feed. That one hit Aspen, the skate, and it's just cleared on down by Austin Doe. Quick lead ahead here through center, but that missed Wilson. Will that be icing? Bach will back, and yes. Boy, that's a huge icing for Columbus. That icing is brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Drawn to the right of the Moccasins goal, McDonald, Hunter, Underwood, and Bockwell. One back by Liarakos into the corner. McDonald trying to steal it, had his stick held up there. Has to go collect it off the back of the net. Boy, if Justin McDonald didn't have his stick taken away, he might have had a scoring chance. Columbus has killed it off. Underwood after it. Looking for a little help in the corner over there. The pile forms. It's pulled out by Anderson. He flips it in front up in the air, and now Ryan Hunter on it. Coming up on a minute to go in regulation. Here's Slahetka into the play, and they whistle it down offside at the line. With a 1:01 to go in the third. Tied at 3. Face off, tied up outside the line. McDonald tried to put it in, hit Hunter with it. Hunter will send it in. But Favaro right there to cut it off on the wall and play it ahead. Moccasins bounce one into the right side. It goes into the corner. Zabon. Centering attempt was blocked. More behind the net. Here's Plouffe. Plouffe ahead. It rolls off of Ryan Hunter down the ice. Hunter trying to squeeze through the D, win the race. He cuts in on the backhand, but he's held up. Couldn't get a shot away. Favaro moving away from McDonald. Boy, do not pinch there. Right side. Cunningham up into the slot, and a big hit there from Kyle Moore. Oh, come on! That's terrible. Yeah, heaven forbid you should use your shoulder to check a guy. That's brutal. That might be the worst call I've seen this season. And I've seen some bad ones, but that one was awful. So the Moccasins in the power play with 25 seconds to go in regulation. I'll tell you what, referee Michael Ellis thought it was a penalty, but I strongly disagree with you, sir. That was so bad. And it was a reaction to the way the player spun down to the ice after being hit. But Moore caught him with the shoulder. So the Moccasins catch a break. Columbus 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here. Face off to the right of Babin. Thornton on it. Puck tied up in the corner. Wickline trying to move it away. Thornton over there, just trying to pin it up on the wall and chew the rest of that clock down. Manygun sweeps it to the left point. Schumacher is shot. Babin the save. I don't think he saw it, but he got it. Time ticking down as it's cleared out. We're going to go to overtime. So far this year, these two teams have met 8 times. Columbus came into this one with a 7-1-0 record. They've won both of the away games, by the way. The only game to go to overtime was back on October 18th. Columbus actually opened the season here. And on opening night, a 1-0 overtime win for the Columbus River Dragons. And that night it was Sammy Bernard stopping all 18 shots for the shutout and the victory. And believe it or not, your overtime hero that night, number 47, Nolan Slaheka.
Okay, Moccasins fans, who's ready for overtime?
So we're going to go into overtime with the River Dragons killing off a penalty. And if you're not familiar, overtime normally 3-on-3. You can't go 3-on-2. You can't have less than 3 skaters on the ice at any time. So what'll happen is it'll be 4-on-3 for the power play here for the Moccasins for the minute 36 to start the overtime. Then, when Kyle Moore gets on the box, we'll skate 4-on-4 until the next whistle, and then go back to 3-on-3. So Columbus to start off the OT. It's going to be Wickline, Lind, and Thornton.
Okay, Moccasins fans, we're starting overtime. It's starting off 4.
Meanwhile, it's going to be Wilson, Anderson, Rex Moe. I'm trying to see who that is on the far side over there. I believe it's Cunningham, but not entirely sure yet. It is Cunningham. Face-off one back by the Moccasins. So they have a minute and a half here. And plenty of open ice. Wilson, left side, steps around, works in for a shot, and that's fought off by Babin. Around to the right side, here's Moe. Right half wall, Anderson. Moe, over. Cunningham has room, walks in, shoots, and that is deflected to the glass. Thornton with a diving block. Puck up in the air, doesn't go out of play. Someone's lost a stick here, and that is actually Lynn, but he gets it back. It's not broken, fortunately. Moe sending it over to the far side. Cunningham to Moe. Cunningham. I've never heard anyone announce 1 minute left to go on a penalty before. Left side corner. Wilson. Cunningham roller trying to feed it up top. It's deflected out of play. Nice job there by Cody Wickline. River Dragons changed 2 of the 3 killers. Thornton still out there. Cunningham plays it around far side, and now Storjahan on it. Storjahan's going to skate it ahead. Alex Storjahan pushing in, cuts around the D. He's in on goal. Rolling puck, shoots! And Kuhn the save. He tries to shrug it aside, but it's caught in his gear, and he ends up getting the whistle. He had to roll up into his gear, and I understand why he wanted to keep the play going to maybe try to catch the River Dragons. Oh my goodness, Alex Storjahan had the game on his stick in overtime. Would have been the hat trick. Just could not get the puck to settle. And when you got a situation like that, you know what? You might as well just try to get it to do something on net. Face-off will be to the left of the Moccasins' goal. Storjahan in for this face-off along with Underwood and Bockwell out there, but it's one back. And 20 seconds of power play time here on this rush for the Moccasins. Liarakos in over the line. Near dot. Looks wrister and a blocker save there by Babin. Puck in the right side corner. Backdoor feed. Here's a chance in front. Liarakos wide open net and a block by Bockwell. Bockwell saved the game. More out of the box as Columbus kills it off. Oh my goodness. That's the second block by a River Dragons defender in this game. River Dragons back with 4-on-4 right now with the man out of the box. Here's Plouffe from the far side. Slahetka trying to work it around. Mort chops it, not out of the zone. Kept in right side by Gesso. He centers. That one tipped into a body, bouncing puck. Still in front. Learacos had it taken away by McDonald. Cleared to the line. Did Asp keep it in? Yes. Sent down low, backhanded in on goal by Cunningham. Crossed the crease out the other side. Up top, here's Asp. He'll uncork. Save made. Babin holds the rebound. 2:27 to go in the overtime. Columbus is going to put out Wickline and Doe, along with Thornton and Lind. Well, actually, check that. We're going back to 3-on-3. So Doe and Wickline with Thornton. Face off one back, and Thornton on it. Chased behind the net by Anderson. He'll come out the left side. Anderson's going to bring it ahead. Flips into space. Wickline. Backhand across to Doe. Reaches back for it. Shot. Kuhn the save. Snuck a look behind him, but he had it between the right arm and the body. Boy, he thought that might have leaked through. So now Lind replaces Thornton, but Doe and Wickline remain. Rex Moe tried to hop out late and his shoot back to the bench. Tied up in the circle here. Doe over onto it, feeds it up top to Lind. Lind has to carry to his left. Connor Lind looking to drive right in front, cuts across the goal mouth, and again Kuhn the save, and he holds on. And now Lind and Cunningham go to the ice together. Lind, gloves came off there, and he threw a couple of punches as Cunningham got into him there, heading to the corner. As long as it's even, I will take that trade. I will take Lind for Cunningham. Absolutely. They both get 2 for unsportsmanlike, and with 2:02 to go, they are going to go 3-on-3 and then 4-on-4 for what could be the last 2 seconds of overtime if we get there. 2:58, time of the penalties in OT. Storjahan out there, can't win that draw back. It's Storjahan, Hunter, and Underwood. There's a stretch pass to Houston Wilson. They actually called that play onside. Wow. Here's Hunter out the right side after it. Ryan Hunter rolling puck, skating it up. Has Storjahan with him. In over the line, Hunter waiting in space. His pass is deflected, and that's just turned over to Monroe. Learakos up the left side, trying to work his way in with a rolling puck. Deeks in, shoots, and he missed high. He got through 2 teal jerseys and could not finish. Gesso at the right point. Into space. Favaro in with a shot. That is blocked. Storjahan's lost his stick, and Ryan Hunter will take off the other way 1-on-1. Here's Hunter, right wing, trying to break in past Gesso. Knocked away by Kuhn. And now back the other way. River Dragons. McDonald looking over his shoulder. Hunter trying to get it back to him. And Slahetka had it taken. Jesso feeds it into space onto the right wing side. There's a centering attempt blocked by Ryan Hunter. Boy, he's been out there a minute. He's got to get off. He looks tired. Clear to the left point. Prevost into the left side corner. McDonald tips that pass. Bouncer at the side of the goal, poked away by Babbitt. And Columbus will indeed get possession and be able to move it ahead here. There's a bank pass on the left wing. Scooped up. Here's Jemayev in over the line. Jemayev, Slahetka. His shot just missed the far post. McDonald back on it at center, and now a breakaway. Jesso in behind McDonald, cutting in, and he was disrupted enough to not get a clean shot off, missing on the far side. Slahetka back the other way. He's got room, moving in Jemayev. Slahetka, Jemayev, save Kuhn, and he holds on. Boy, the opportunities back and forth, even in the overtime here. 7 seconds to go in the OT. Draw to the left of Monroe's goal will be Wickline, Doe, and Thornton. So one chance to win this draw and maybe get a shot. Wickline's going to go to the forehand to Doe up top. Thornton his shot, hit a body in front. It's clear to the line. Not out. They better hurry. Thornton to the dot, and he runs out of time. So a shootout it is. I imagine Columbus will end up shooting first here. So it'll be best of 3. And if we still don't have a winner after that, we go round by round until we get one. Well, they're showing that neither team had credit for any shots in overtime, but I know that's not accurate, so we'll have to wait for that to be updated. All right, here we go. And it's going to be the rookie, Joel Texmo, who's got his first pro goal. He's going to be the first shooter up for Columbus. Yeah, maybe go with the hot stick here. Let's see if Texmo takes it wide off the dot to the right side. Left-hand shot loops into the face-off circle. In and a shot. Kuhn got a piece with the glove. And now it's going to be Rex Moe out to shoot for the Moccasins, right down the middle, rolling puck, and, well, Moe tried to fake a slap shot. The puck hopped up on end on him, and he just ended up trying to shoot it anyway. It finds the glass. And that's it all night long. We have had nothing but rolling and bouncing pucks. It's been a tough night. All right, here's Brody Thornton for the River Dragons. He's going to build some speed here and move in again to his right. Left shot, now he weaves to the slot, slowing it down as he brings it in tight. Shoots, and Kuhn shut that one down as well. So now it's going to be Kosh out to shoot for the Moccasins. He weaves wide to his left. Coming in on Babin, he shoots, and a 5-hole shut down by Trevor Babin. Columbus turns to the veteran, Austin Doe. And Doe quickly in from center, off the dot. He skates very wide, now cuts in front, looking for a hole, he scores! A little twirl of the stick and put that saber away. Austin Doe with a shot to the blocker side of cone. Columbus leads it 1-0. And if Babin comes up with this save, this game's over. And so it's going to be Favaro moving in here to the slot. Look, shoots, and the save by Babin. The game is over. Columbus collects the 2 points. Favaro shut down Babin. Goes 3 for 3. Austin Doe scores the game winner. And Columbus takes this one 4-3 in a shootout from the Monroe Moccasins. Stay tuned. We're going to move into Pepsi Postgame show. We will have the scoring wrap-up for you. Final check of the out-of-town scoreboard and more coming your way. We will return. This is River Dragons hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500. Just text enroll Zelmo. You'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
And we are back here in the Pepsi postgame show. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining us as the Columbus River Dragons take down the Monroe Moccasins in a shootout tonight, 4-3. And for the River Dragons here tonight, as we go back over the scoring, 2 goals on the power play, both by Alex Storjahan. The first at 9:03 of the opening frame is 15 from Justin McDonald and Kyle Moore to make it 1-0. But 37 seconds later, Monroe tied it. Kosh's fifth from Learakos and Miniguns, and it was 1-1. Then at 11:53, Cunningham is 23rd from Zabad, and it was 2-1 Monroe. But Columbus back to tie it with another Storjahan power play goal, his 16th from McDonald and Moore at 15:04. Into the second period we go, and that's where the rookie gets his first goal. Congratulations, Joel Texmo. His first from Jamaeth Anslak at $1.43. But Learakos ties it back up with his fifth from Mo and Kosh at 5:09. No scoring in the third, although there was one called back as the helmet came off of goaltender Trevor Babin, who was knocked back into the net. Babin's helmet comes off, whistle goes, puck then goes in the net. And so no scoring through the overtime either. And the River Dragons put it away in round 3 of the shootout. The only goal provided by Austin Doe. And then Trevor Babin goes 3 for 3, makes that winning save at the end of the night against Nick Favaro. And so for Columbus, 4-3 the final score here. The shots have not been updated yet through the overtime and into the shootout, so I only have the totals through 3 periods where it was 28-24 for Monroe, but I can't give you complete stats on that, unfortunately. In the power play department, Columbus goes 2 for 5 tonight, and the Moccasins 0 for 3. on the evening. We'll take a break here in this Pepsi post-game show. When we come back, we will take a look at the Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard. Stay tuned. More coming your way in just a moment. River Dragons win it 4-3 in a shootout. This is River Dragons hockey.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Back here on the Pepsi postgame show, Tom Callahan here with you to wrap things up as we take a look at the Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard. Zelmos has been fueling life's passions since 1999. Only one other game of the FPHL tonight, and it was a final. Binghamton getting some revenge on the Rock Lobsters. 4-1 the final in that one. And it's Binghamton with the victory and getting the split there. And Athens losing last night, winning tonight. And that actually is a pretty darn good series to watch. So I am not even mad if our fans were peaking at that game. I don't mind that. All right, NHL tonight. We've got 9 games going on, and this one is going to overtime. How about it? Blues Penguins tied at 4, all the way down through 60 minutes, so they're not done yet. Stars, after trailing 1-0 to the Preds, have rebounded for a 5-1 lead late in the third period of that one. Kings and Utah Hockey Club are tied up at 1, as are the Ducks and the Flames. Both those are in the second period. Jets with an early 1-0 lead over the Golden Knights on a Mark Scheifele goal. His 37th of the year. 10:30 start tonight. Oilers are at the Sharks. Finals from earlier, Canadiens 4-1 over the Bruins. Senators hang on to that 2-1 win over the Lightning. And the Avalanche polish off the Blue Jackets 7-3. That's it for the out-of-town scoreboard. College hoops resumes on Saturday when all 4 number 1 seeds are back at it. Florida against Auburn, Houston against Duke to figure out who's going to be in the national championship come Monday. All right, well, my thanks to Caden Sturgis for producing tonight, and my thanks to everybody who's hung on here with us through the end of the Pepsi postgame show. You saw a whale of a hockey game here tonight. River Dragons get out with a 4-3 win in a shootout over the Monroe Moccasins. We're back at it again tomorrow night, everybody, so set your clocks. And a reminder, again, we are in the Central Time Zone, so keep that in mind. Tomorrow's puck drop, 7 o'clock Central, means 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And, yes, that is a 0-0 start time, so 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Our pregame show starts 15 minutes prior to puck drop right here on the YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us, everybody. One more time, your final in a shootout, 4-3. Columbus beats Monroe. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.